Melanated Musings is not just your typical poetry event. I haven't done a poetry event in years, and so I feel like God really made space for this one. This event is a project that's very near and dear to my heart as a poet and as a creative. It's an event to pay homage to two of the heaviest hitters in poetry, Maya Angelou, or Auntie Maya as I call her, and Nikki Giovanni. These chicks were immense in not only poetry, but social advocacy, fighting for justice and equality, just not for Blacks, but for all people. They were women who stood firm, on their beliefs and used their words as nonviolent weapons in a war that we are still fighting daily. They weren't just poets, though, and that's one of the things I love about them, especially Maya. She was a storyteller, a scribe, a troubadour in her own right. They both knew the power of their Black voice, and they knew the power of the female voice, and the depth from which they spoke in their femininity blazed trails for poets like myself and the other poets in the lineup. Before I found my own voice in this God-given gift of poetry, I often looked to their work to pair it. Nikki was powerful and just unapologetically here. Like, the scope of her work is unmatched. It's completely unmatched. And she showed me how to stand in my truth. Maya's elegance and her gracefulness in her delivery is unrivaled. I've tried to copy it a couple times, but there's just you can't do it. There'll never be another like either of them, like either one of them. But the poets that are in the lineup, very close. They weren't just randomly selected. They are women who have a little bit of Maya and a little bit of Nikki inside each one of them, including myself. Each of us found their place in poetry and in their place in the world, and we use poetry to fight for justice and in each of our own unique way, and we lean and depend on God for giving us this gift to direct our path. This lineup isn't just happenstance. I feel like this is for such a time as this line.
I fell in love with the phenomenal Maya Angelou at the very young age of 8. She has impacted my love of poetry and influenced me in so many ways. I found so much hope and empowerment through her story, as I myself could relate to many of her experiences. Her rawness yet elegant way that she so delicately dances with truth, how she persevered through pain, and how she spoke so boldly to power. Her life was far from easy. She survived childhood sexual abuse, and like so many, she lost her voice due to shame and self-blame. At a young age, she internalized that pain and went mute, or so many of us thought. In her brilliant will to survive and persevere, she journaled. She wrote poetry. She chronicled pieces like "I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings." She gave herself voice and persevered her process, which led the way for many, including myself. Maya was a single mother. She understood what it meant to be in this world, evident in poems like "Phenomenal Woman" and "Woman Work." She was an advocate. She endured racism and was denied opportunities, yet and still she continued to birth beauty from pain and from the rejection that she experienced. She had the audacity to love and accept herself, producing one of my favorites every time she was knocked down. Still, I rise. She didn't depend or wait for the approval of others to tell her who it is that she was allowed to be or what she was allowed to do. No, Maya, she persevered, and she allowed herself to be multifaceted. A writer, a poet, a singer, an advocate, a dancer, an actress, the list goes on. I remember being a young girl and hearing her poems recited at church and watching films like the classic Brewster's Place and shows like Sister Sister. Maya has literally touched every part of my life, and she continues to do so to this present day. I hope to see you all join us as we celebrate her and the beautiful Nikki Giovanni, the rose that grew from concrete. Y'all already know how I'm coming. Y'all already know. Y'all get your tickets today. Come and serenade many of your local poets who are pouring their hearts out and honoring these two beautiful women, these two beautiful queens, these two beautiful ladies who has allowed us to be able to, make a way for us to be able to share our poetry and to be able to feel free to express ourselves, to be able to preserve, our experiences through the art of writing. I hope to see you all there. You don't want to miss out. See love.
I met and fell in love with Mother Maya Angelou in the 6th grade. I know why the Cage Bird sings opened up something new in me. A new relationship with blackness, with telling my own story in my own words. The Cage Bird was a mirror. Then I heard Still I Rise and Phenomenal Woman. I used to perform those poems in middle school, bold and out loud. But back then I believed those words for other girls, not for myself. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? That part of Still I Rise used to make me whisper. Now it makes me stand tall. Maya's words help me reclaim my body, my beauty, and my power. And Nikki Giovanni, I am so perfect, so divine, so ethereal, so surreal. I could not be comprehended except by my permission. That's the kind of power she poured into us. Nikki's fire, her love, her unapologetic blackness felt like home. Together, Nikki and Maya gave me a mirror and permission to love myself out loud. These women didn't just shape my love of words, they shaped me. And they shaped so many other black girls and women who heard their words and felt seen. That's not just literary impact, that's soul work.
Hey everyone, so Nikki Giovanni and Maya, or Dr. Maya Angelou, what do they mean to me? They mean strength and resilience. They mean honesty, transparency. That's what they mean to me, especially when it comes to poetry. Poetry is such a vulnerable genre of our oral language and our written language, and it shows our vulnerabilities. It allows people to see us in a different light, to see another aspect of us that we may not have on display. But with these two phenomenal women, they exude truth and honesty and transparency, strength and resilience in ways with words that we're studying today. Like we still can't even explore the depths of some of the words that they used and the way they used them. And for them to formulate the sentences and the phrases and the verses the way they did so eloquently is nothing short of a miracle. So that's pretty much what they mean to me and what I believe they mean for poetry.
So now that you've heard from some of the poets, let's talk about what to expect. Expect to hear realness. Expect to hear life. Expect to hear love, loss, grief, gain, gratefulness, breathlessness. Expect to hear from God. Who should come? Everybody. If you love poetry, if you've never heard poetry and you want to experience it, if you don't like poetry, come out. Let us change your minds. We're dope. We are, I promise. Who shouldn't come? Babies, the littles. This event is for poetry lovers of all ages, but we're keeping it classy and grown up this go round. Teens are okay. They're welcome if they're interested. But yeah, the littles are gonna have to stay home with the sitter, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all know Ray Ray loves the kids. You do. But this event, the atmosphere will definitely be clean, good, grown-up fun. Okay? So we are going to have some dope music. We're going to have some amazing food. We're going to have vendors. We're going to have a great time. Okay? What else? What comes with VIP, right? So with VIP comes preferred seating. You get early entry. The doors will open for VIP at 5:30. Doors will open for general admission at 6 o'clock. The show starts at 6:30. And VIP will also get a cool little writer swag bag and light refreshments. But VIP is limited. So hurry and get your tickets because they are running out. General admission, there will be food there for you to purchase as well, so don't feel left out. So get dressed up in your beautiful swaggy browns, you know, that classy brown. Come in your tans. Bring your melanin, bring your brownness, okay? Come out and see us. If you ain't got no melanin, come get you some melanin. We want to see everybody out. We love y'all. Thank y'all. I am so excited. June the 7th. Show starts at 6:30. Doors open at 5:30 for VIP, 6 o'clock for general admission.